Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't really changed. I'm recording this video and the same day I recorded the one last week. The one that will be the one last week. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, you get it. Anyway, so today we're still on the topic of how to get on the property ladder, and today I am going to be talking about the schemes and opportunities available out there. So regardless of what stage you're in right now, whether you're a graduate, you know, you're living with your mom, you're living with a family member, or you're renting, or you're in a council house, there are opportunities and schemes available out there for you to use. So the first one, like I mentioned last week, is that you're not entitled, but the government can give you up to £3,000 free money towards your deposit. And like I said, if you are applying for a mortgage with somebody else as well, and it's their first time buying as well, they are entitled to £3,000. So that's £6,000 towards your deposit. That's amazing. It's fantastic. And that scheme is called the Help to Buy ISA. Another scheme that's available out there is called the Help to Buy Equity Loan, which is basically the government, you provide 5% of your deposit. The government gives you 20% of your deposit, and you find a mortgage lender to give you 75% of the remaining money. So for example, if you're going for a property worth of £200,000, you give them £10, yeah, I wish it was £10. You give them £10,000 towards your deposit, which is the 5%. The government will give you £40,000, and then you find a lender that can borrow you or give you a mortgage of up to £150,000. So yeah, that's how it works. I believe that in London they're able to even give you more. So the government is able to give you more in London, up to 40% if the property you're buying is in London. So yeah, that is called the Help to Buy Equity Loan. There are advantages and disadvantages as well. The 20% that the government gives you, you have to pay it back within 5 years. After 5 years, there is interest. So, you know, you have to have a plan, some sort of plan, and make sure that you're able to pay your mortgage, and at the same time save up within 5 years or even before 5 years to pay off your 20% loan, you know, from the government. So yeah, that's that. Another one is basically you provide 5% of your deposit as well, and you find a mortgage lender that's able to you know, give you a mortgage of 95%. The reason why it's called the mortgage guarantee is basically behind the scene, the government is going to guarantee that they're going to stand as a guarantor for you, basically to say that this person is going to pay their mortgage, we're behind them, give it to them. The advantage of the Help to Buy Equity Loan is that you don't have to pay anything back in 5 years, if that makes sense, because they're not borrowing you 20%, they're basically standing as a guarantor. So yeah, that is the advantage over the equity loan. Another one would be the shared ownership. The shared ownership is usually offered by a housing association, and it's basically part buy and part rent. So you can buy up to between 25% and 75% of a property, and you pay mortgage on whatever you bought, and then you pay rent on the remaining. So for example, if you buy 25% of a property, you will be paying mortgage on that 25%, and then paying some small rent on the remaining, if that makes sense. Another scheme that's available out there is the Right to Buy. This is basically for people living in council houses. If you've been living in your council house for a number of years, I think up to 5 years, I'm not sure, I will check that out. I'll put that up on my blog as well if I'm writing something about this. You can actually have up to 50% discount on your council house. So, you know, a council house worth of, I don't know how much, maybe 500,000 in London, you can actually eventually buy that for £250,000. So yeah, it's good when you know some stuff, right? So yeah, you can get a discount. You just have to read up on these things. So you do have the right to buy if you live in a council house. If the house you're living in at the moment used to be a council house, there's a scheme called the Preserved Right to Buy, which basically means that because it used to be a council house, you can actually buy the house as well. So yeah, that will be all on all the schemes and the schemes that I am aware of at the moment. You know, the rules and regulation are always changing. It could be, you know, come next year, the schemes might not be there. I mean, we have a new prime minister now. We don't know what she's up to. We don't know what she's going to do. So yeah, that will be all anyway. I hope I have mentioned all the schemes that I know. Because I don't have a note here, but yeah, that's from the top of my head. That will be all the schemes. If there's anything else, I will put it in my blog post, and then there will be a link to my blog post as well below, and then you can read up more extensively on them as well. What we can do actually is you can always send me an email if you know of your situation, and then I can advise you on what scheme I think will be, you know, the best for you, as well as help you raise your deposit in the shortest period of time. Before I go, this is not a scheme, but I believe it's an opportunity. If you have somebody that you trust, you can always buy with them as well. You know, joining your salary, joining your income together gives you a better chance of being, you know, accepted for a mortgage. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that all the information I've provided for you will be helpful. So yeah, thank you very much, and make it a great day. Bye bye. Today I'm going to be talking about how to get your deposit.